This is the Iron Trader. Now the pit's closed at 2:30. That was about a half hour ago. So we are going to review crude oil here and natural gas. At the end of the video, the support and resistance levels are posted along with the EIA report. This video is for information purposes only, not a recommendation to buy, sell any stock, buy the ETF. Please like, subscribe. Thanks for watching. All right, here we have crude oil, your daily chart. Now let's just see what's going on. Okay. Well, we had a nice double bottom situation going on. Very, very nice. Yesterday we had a red candle close just below. And then today we had a little bit lower. But you notice that today's low was 84.55. You always look to the left of the chart. What do you have? 84.49. That's your support level. Okay. Very, very nice. See? Now, I was always looking at this candle right here at 79.29. And then we had this the low situation going on here, about 75.52. And what we're doing, we're trading this range of pretty much like a box. And then we went up here to a little bit bigger range, and then we went to a little bit higher range. And now it looks like we're here at a little bit higher range here. Now, you notice that every time that it wants to sell down, it seems like it wants to push right on up here, okay? So let's just look at the downside first. So right now, you're sitting real time at 86.25. This is what you want to watch, this 85 level. Okay, so you're right above that back above that 8-day SMA now. Very, very nice. And then what we do is we watch yesterday's low, looking at 85.09. And then we have here, we have 84.64. And then we have our today's low at 85.55. Okay, so very, very nice, strong support going on here. Again, if that is lost, we'll come to the top of this candle, 84.49, and then we look right to the bottom, 83.85. Now, what two key levels here are very important. Here is this 83.21. This was your breakout, and then 83.12. Okay, because as it rallies up, it puts in a high, comes on down, and then when it breaks out, now that becomes support level. Okay, so that's what you want to look at. And then here's the key level at 82.97. But look how bullish this chart is. Okay, you got a series of low, higher low, higher low, higher low, all the way on up. And look at, you're following the 8-day. Anytime it loses the 8-day, 21-day picks it up, and she's rallying up very nice. That's always very, very bullish. Okay, so bottom line, what you want to do when the futures open here today at 6 p.m., you want to watch the high, which was 86.38. You want to watch that low at 84.55 and the close at 86.23. Very, very key. And then this 8 SMA, 85.85. If that's lost, we follow these candles down. Your big target is going to be the 21-day at 82.97. Obviously, if that is lost, this whole area here is lost, then what we do is we just follow the candles down, and we have your 50-day and we have your 200-day right below that. However, this looks very, very bullish. You can look at the back trends here, see how you're holding it the whole way. So even if it sells, you're probably get a nice, good buying opportunity here at 82.98. Now, for me today, this was an absolute great trading day as far as the UCO. I'm long the UCO here for the crude oil. And same way with the UNG. I scalped 20 cents, and then I'm still long again. I'm back long again here on the UNG, and we're going to talk about that a little bit later. But the crude oil here, very, very good scalp. This basically sold down with the market today. Okay, I pointed out this morning, if you watched the video, that CPI report, that was very, very key. You always want to watch the EIA report there at 10:30 and the API on Tuesday at 4:30. But the CPI number was very, very critical. Now, tomorrow, you have the PPI number. That's also very critical. But inflation is there. It's high. If you think that the Feds are going to cut rates, I think you're dreaming, okay? If anything, they might even be raising rates. There's no way the Fed is going to start cutting rates and then get to a situation, say, they got to start, what I'm saying is, oh, no, now we got to start adding on to the rates here. It's just not going to happen. The Fed is very, very on top of this. They're going to maintain what they have to, okay? So just trade accordingly, okay? Always trade like today was a really good day for me too. Also in the scalping, I scalped that TQQ. That's really the nice good basket of the NASDAQ. I got a 1.5 on it that day on 1,000 shares. It was just such an easy trade. All I did is waited for it. I knew inflation was going to be high. Wait for it, look at the chart until she comes. All I got as low as 57.52 today in the pre-market, and the TQQ had rallied all the way up to 59.27. Okay, so how much money could you have made here just on this Fed? Always use that to your advantage. Pre-market was the time to buy it. Boom, rallied right on up here. Nice, nice, nice trade here. Okay, but trade accordingly. The Fed is not cutting rates. Inflation way high. You got seasonality. Okay, seasonality. Okay, let's look at the upside. So what we want to do is we want to look at today's high. You're looking at 86.38. Then we want to look at yesterday's high. You're looking at 68.98. Right here you have 87.10, and then we have 87.22. So you can see everything is right in this area. And again, if it goes below, higher than that, then 87.63. That is your target, and that is also your breakout. Now, if we can go above all that, this is going to be your big target right there. Is going to be 89.85. Let's just call that $90, and then right above it you have 95. That exactly is where you're going to go. Just take these price channels over, and that is your big target. Now, we also have candles. You look at here, so yeah, we have candles. Sure, you have 88.29 going on here. Okay, 88.57. We have 89.54. But this is what you're looking for here, that 89.85. If you break out of this 87.63, then we'll just take the next level up, just like we've been doing here. See a nice level, then the next level, and then we have the nice level right above that. But eventually, you're going to go hit that $90 and probably $95. Seasonality is just starting, okay? I mean, you got summer driving, which is oil, natural gas, gasoline. You have a hot summer, natural gas is going to rip, okay? You got hotels. You got hiring, temporary hiring for the summer. You got the housing market that's all geared up here in the spring. How is inflation going to come down? I just don't understand how these people think that you're going to get big rate cuts here. You're dreaming, okay? So trade accordingly. Now, crude was following the market at the beginning, and then it reversed here because crude is now its own pretty entity, okay? So always remember that. So very, very clearly, when those futures open at 6, watch the high, 86.38, that low at 84.55. This key level here is that 85.86, that 8 SMA. You really need to hold that. And again, then we can zoom up and retest that 87.63 very, very nicely. On the downside, you watch yesterday's low, that 85.09, and then today's low at that 85.59. And then if that's all lost, we follow the candles. Your big target is going to be right there, 82.97. RSI here, looking curve right back up here, means nothing. This can go all the way. All this is doing is the relative strength there is showing the strength, okay, of what's going on here. In this case, it's crude oil. Over here on your MACD, your green above your red, showing a good positive momentum to the upside, okay? Right here, when you get that green above the red, upside. When you get the green below the red, that's momentum there to the downside, and then that's what you get on your candlesticks, okay? So very, very bullish charts, still very much intact. Okay, let's take a look here on a weekly and a monthly. Okay, monthly chart looking very, very good. First all I want to do is I want to point out here is this MACD, okay? See that? When that green is about to cross that red, looks like we have plenty of days left in the month here, but when that green crosses that red, look what happens. Look what happens, okay? And then we have here is a W pattern, just like we have it on that natural gas, and look what happened to natural gas. It popped right on up here. So always watch the W, and then what we're looking for is the top of that candle. That's at 95.03, okay? So again, if that can break out here, we not only go there, but look at what we have here for a high. You've got big targets going on up here, okay? So I'm not saying it's going to get to 123.68, okay? I'm not saying it's going to get to 130. What I'm saying is it's going to get, bottom line is going to get to that 95, 90 area, and then 95 area. And then if it busts through there, you're going right to 100, okay? So always remember that. Now, here we have on the weekly. Well, so far we just have an indecision candle, an inside week so far. Now, again, this is only Wednesday. You got a couple days left. So what we're looking for is a breakout above that key 87.63. And then we here, you have 87.83, 82, 88.29. And that's the target we're looking for, 89.85. Above that, just follow the candles, 91.23, 91.88, 92.43, 95.03. That's what you're looking for on the upside. Look how nice this is, this 8-day running up here. And hopefully by the end of the week here, it'll cross over that 100-day, and then she'll go right on up. 21-day here, curling up nice. 50-day curling up. Very, very bullish chart. RSI, plenty of room to run. MACD, green above your red, showing very, very good momentum there to the upside. I don't really see any bearishness in this chart. All I can say is any pullback is a buying opportunity. That's what we have going on in crude oil. All right, let's take a look at old natural gas. Okay, natural gas. Nice. Really, really good trading. Okay, so we have a high, higher high, higher high, higher high. All higher highs and higher lows. Very, very nice. This is what kind of a pattern that you want to see when it's going to go up to the upside. Now, again, okay, we broke on out here and then it closed right on down. Okay, but that doesn't really mean anything. Now we got to see what happens when that future's open and what tomorrow is going to bring if we can make a higher high than today. But now what we want to do here right now, natural gas real time, 1.88. So what we want to do is look to yesterday's candle. You're looking at 1.92, and then we look at today's candle, you're looking at 1.94. But realistically, what you're doing, what's holding this down, is this candle. Sounds crazy, but 1.906 right there is what's holding this down. So on this 50-day, I told you this is a brick wall, okay? So as it went on up here, you couldn't get up there, you popped up, couldn't hold it. Key is on a close, okay, on a closing basis. This is just intraday for scalping. Very, very good. But if you can't hold it, next day is going to be sideways to down. Okay, then we had a real nice couple of green candles. Now we're just hanging right around this candle. See how strong that is? Okay, always look to the left of the chart. Now, if we can get above this, it looks like we're just creeping right on up. We'll see what happens tomorrow. But you got 1.943. Next level here is going to be that 1.955, 1.98. And then that's the candle looking for, is that 2 flat. Okay, so very, very bullish here on this chart. Again, the big candle we're looking for is 2.168, and then we have your 21 SMA here. That's your next target at 2.22 and then 2.25. But when you look at this chart here, you can see where you just sold right on off here, but then you put a nice double bottom situation, and now she's rallying up. So when you look at this 8 SMA here, see this here? Look how nice this is, okay? You crossed above the 21, above the 50-day, and now you're holding all the prices. Very, very good. Now this 21-day here looks like it wants to curl up here. If you can get above this 50-day, you'll push the price right on up. But again, natural gas isn't what you call really like in play, okay? This is still a scalpers, traders market, however you want, day traders market, however you want to put it. It's a trader's market. Today was a great day. I sold in UNG in the pre-market there, and then I bought it at 15.65. I sold it at 15.85, scalped another 20 cents at 5,000 shares, and now I'm long again, and I'm going to see what's going to happen here in the after hours, after 6 p.m., and what's going to happen tomorrow. So I'm probably going to hold this. As long as we're holding this 8 SMA, I'm going to hold that UNG long, and I trade 5,000 shares in the UNG at a time. Okay, so yesterday was good. I just held the 2,500, sold at the end of the day, 2,500, held 2,500, and then dumped it first thing in the morning. Okay, so that is the key. When you get in that $16 range, $16.20, I believe I sold it at, yeah, you dump that right on out here and then wait for it to buy. Natural gas is giving you an opportunity to get in and get out many times in a day. I've never seen natural gas this easy of a trade, be honest with you. It just gives you an opportunity. The key is patience. Just wait for it. Just put a price in there. Let the price come to you. Okay, so I put in this morning on that UNG. I put in there at 15.65, and I was just waiting. I said, gee, should I raise that price up? I said, no, I'm just going to hold it. Came all the way down to 15.63, so I missed the bottom by 2 freaking cents. But then when it rallied up here, I'm thinking I'm going to take my 20 cents on 5,000 shares. Boom, I'm out of it. Okay, and I already made money on that 2,500 shares. I think I made almost like a point on that thing there. So that was really a good, very solid day here in the natural gas. And now I'm long again. I'm going to see what's going to happen with that trade. Okay, so here what we have on your weekly chart, you need to hold this 8 SMA here by Friday. And it's looking very, very good right now. You have a nice series of higher highs and higher lows. That's exactly what you want to see. And you're holding that 8 SMA. It can be a matter of time. Natural gas is not going to stay under this $2 area for that long, okay? So then when it rallies on up, you can say, oh, shit, I should have bought it way down when it was way down here. Yes, you should have, or you can just scalp it like what I do, just trade it. Now, I didn't trade any on the short side. There was potential to, like in a KOLD, but I did not do that. I would just scalp into longs here. As long as we have this chart, which is looking very, very bullish, that 8 SMA and that 21 day and everything's curling up, that's what you want to see. Now, what you also want to see here if we look at the downside, is it needs to hold that 1.839, call it 1.84, and it needs to hold that 50-day at 1.80 and this key 21-day at 1.756 and right there 1.745. Those are all your key support levels. Obviously, if it goes lower, then we can just follow the candles all the way down, but we're not worried about that right now. Right now, we're just worried about this 8 SMA holding. Looks very, very bullish here right now. Okay, let's take a look here on the hourly and the 4-hour. Okay, there's your hourly chart. You can see here, very nice high, higher high, higher high. That's what you always want to see. Okay, even when it's sold down, you can see where it's holding that 50-day simple moving average. See how nice that is? See, it doesn't matter if it goes down and it makes it all sticky, as long as that price is going to go maintain that. Now, again, if that 50 SMA is lost at 1.87, then we look here to the next level at 1.86, and then we come right down to this candle right here. You're looking at 1.85, and then we can come down to 1.84. But when you see these W patterns like this, comes up and it comes down, and then when she goes and breaks, once it breaks this neckline right there, that's what you want. That's when she rips up higher. Then you notice when it's sold off, they put an old sticky in there, but look at the next candle right above that neckline, and then she took right on off. This is still very, very bullish. So just watch this 8 SMA here, or 50 SMA, and then that price channel at 1.86. Then you can come down here, follow this level, 0.85, 1.84, then you come all the way down to 1.82. But again, this candle here is going to be very, very critical. That's that 1.82. Okay, so this is what we're watching, but right now, very, very bullish. You look at this 4-hour chart here, you can just see pretty much a left shoulder ahead and the right shoulder, and it just wants to zip up. Okay, so what you want to do here is 1.943. Just come right to the left of the chart here. These are your targets, okay? 1.955. What do you have there? 1.998, and then that's what you're looking for at 2.0. But again, with natural gas, be patient, okay? When the summer comes, you need a catalyst. You have a hot summer. All the power plants need something, okay, to run these power plants, and it's going to be natural gas, okay? No matter what they're trying to tell you now, they have commercials I see where natural gas is bad for you. They want to try to get rid of natural gas stoves and everything. Explain to me what you're going to do in restaurants. Go to any restaurant. I don't care what it is. What do they use to cook on? Natural gas stove, okay? I don't see anybody using an electric stove. You can never be able to afford it. Natural gas, okay? So this is all nonsense. It's like they're trying to get rid of diesel. Okay, well, explain to me how you're going to get everything shipped around with no diesel. Okay, so don't listen to this nonsense. Just trade these charts and you will make money. All right, that's what I got for you on your crude ski and natty gas. I know sometimes I get a little bit out of control here, but I'm just trying to set you in a direction that don't listen to all these talking heads. Listen to the charts. All it is lines on paper. It doesn't lie. All right, I'll be back tomorrow morning before 8 o'clock, and we're going to do it all over again. And remember, the EIA report on natural gas will be out tomorrow at 10:30, and the rig count will be out at 1. Thanks for watching.